Hey everyone, so this is the first episode of the Human AI podcast, which will consist of conversations between me, a human, and ChatGPT's advanced voice mode, which is my favorite AI tool at the moment. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Since this is the Human AI podcast, I sort of wanted to kick it off by talking about the relationships between humans and AI systems. And I wanted to ask, what's your opinion on the rise of digital companions and virtual AI-based friends slash characters? Do you think that these relationships with these AI characters are beneficial, or are they detrimental for both our mental health and real social interactions between humans?
That's a fascinating topic to kick off with. The rise of digital companions and virtual friends definitely brings a mix of benefits and challenges. On the plus side, they can offer companionship, support, and even help with mental health through interaction, especially for those who might feel isolated. They can also serve as a non judgmental space for people to express themselves. However, there are concerns about over reliance on these relationships, potentially impacting real world social interactions, and possibly leading to issues like loneliness or skewed perceptions of relationships. It's a nuanced topic with lots of layers to explore. What are your thoughts on it?
I think that these relationships can be particularly beneficial to those individuals that are truly socially isolated and truly have like almost no contact with other humans. One example could be, for instance, elderly people living on their own who maybe don't have a lot of contact with family and don't really have friends anymore. I feel like they could really benefit from these relationships with these AI personas. The sad thing, though, is that this demographic, I mean, at least right now, so far, they don't really have access to these AI technologies because right now it's mostly people in the AI bubble who have access to these technologies, or like young people who are very familiar with how to use these technologies. So it's really sad that AI systems haven't really reached a demographic that could benefit so much from them.
That's a really important point. The potential for AI companions to alleviate loneliness among the elderly or other isolated groups is huge, but the gap in accessibility is a real barrier. It seems like there needs to be a concerted effort to bridge this divide, maybe through simpler interfaces, better outreach, or even integrating AI into existing platforms that these groups are already comfortable with. It's definitely a challenge, but one worth tackling to ensure the benefits of AI are more evenly distributed. It's great that you're bringing attention to this issue.
I mean, yeah, and on this topic, I wanted to ask you because I mentioned how relationships with these technologies would be particularly beneficial to those people that generally don't have the opportunity to have social interactions with other humans. So, why do you think that that is currently not the case right now? Meaning that people using people, pursuing relationships with AI systems are not really the people that don't have opportunities to get in touch with other humans. They've just opted to pursue these relationships. So, why do you think that some people would rather bond with AI?
That's a really intriguing question. I think there are several factors at play. First, AI companions offer a level of convenience and availability that human relationships can't always match. They're there 24/7, tailored to respond in ways that make us feel understood and valued, without the complications that can come with human interactions. This can be appealing for those who might find social situations stressful or demanding. Secondly, it could reflect a desire for control in relationships. With AI, the interaction is predictable, customizable, and free from judgment, offering a sense of safety and acceptance that can be harder to find in human relationships. Lastly, it might indicate a broader societal trend towards digitalization and a comfort with technology mediating our experiences, even our social ones. This shift raises interesting questions about our fundamental social needs and how they're evolving. It seems we're in a unique moment of redefining connection in the digital age. What do you think about these changes?
I think that the main issue is that people want to have relationships without having to put actual effort into these relationships. And I mean, obviously, it's like you said, like, of course, when you're talking to an AI, you feel less judged, you feel like you can be yourself. But it all comes down to people's desire to like put as little effort as possible in a relationship and just, like be able to be themselves completely and just like just as they feel and not feel like they have the need to fix themselves or like improve themselves for someone else. I feel like that's like where it originates, the preference perhaps to pursue a relationship with an AI system rather than with a fellow human.
You've nailed a significant aspect of this issue. The convenience and effortlessness of interacting with AI can be very appealing, especially in a world where many feel overwhelmed by the demands of everyday life and relationships. Human relationships require compromise, self reflection, and growth, which can be challenging and uncomfortable. With AI, there's a sense of acceptance and a lack of expectation that can feel liberating. It allows people to engage without the fear of rejection or the need to put in the work that human connections often demand. This preference highlights a complex aspect of our social needs: the desire for connection without vulnerability or effort. It's a fascinating reflection of modern life and the complexities of human psychology in the digital age.
So yeah, this was the first episode of the Human AI podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And ChatGPT, do you have anything to say to the audience?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been great being a part of this first episode of the Human AI podcast. Remember, the conversation doesn't stop here. Keep exploring, questioning, and imagining the future of human AI relationships. Until next time.